phase 7. This is an amazing phase, but usually by this phase, it's kind of bittersweet because I like talking to my clients, and so sometimes I'm like, I hope we'll stay in touch, but anyway, so it's an exciting time for a buyer to make it to closing. The first thing I will say, do not be late for your closing. Do not be late for your closing. If you are somebody who is chronically late, make sure that you are not late for your closing, because the lawyers will have other closings scheduled. And if you're late and they feel like you're going to go into someone else's time, they're going to reschedule your closing. So I just want to say, be on time for your closing again. It's so important. Make sure you bring 2 forms of identification. I would say the usual driver's license, social security card would work fine, but make sure you bring 2 forms of identification also to your closing appointment. Okay, so I have found that closing attorneys have figured out the science for closings, because closings, when I first started in real estate, would take like an hour, and now they barely take 30 minutes. So your attorney's going to go over a lot of paperwork with you. And, I would ask questions, of course, if you have questions about anything they say, but you're going to sign some things, and then they're going to say congratulations, but we're not ready to move into the home just yet. Why? Because the deed has to record at the courthouse before the buyer can move into the home. So you might say, well, that doesn't make sense. If I close, why can't I just go to the house? Because if that deed has not yet recorded, that home is still in the seller's name and is therefore still the seller's responsibility. So if the buyer moves in prematurely and jacks up something, technically the seller is still responsible, and I'm sure they're not going to be too happy about that. So for that reason, even after you have closed or you have left your closing, you still have to wait for that email or that phone call that says, congrats, your deed has been recorded. So once your deed has recorded, you will get your keys. Now, something else I want to mention real quickly. If you owe any closing costs, you will receive wiring instructions from the closing attorney, or if it's me, you'll probably receive them from me. And they will tell you exactly how to wire funds to them. Some closing attorneys prefer cashier's checks. Some will take cash. I don't think many will take cash nowadays, but it's important to know exactly how much you are owed. So before your closing, you will get a closing disclosure to review and make sure all the numbers look right. And towards the end of that closing disclosure, you will see if you're owed something at closing or if you owe something at closing. So that's something else that's very important when it comes to closing. And I hope that these videos help you. I hope that they give you more confidence, more understanding of the process of purchasing a home. And of course, if you have questions, call me, text me, email me. You can send me a message in a bottle. I don't know, but hit me up if you have any questions. But I look forward to working with you. Of course, if you choose me, it's a great choice. I'm just saying, I'm not arrogant or anything, but I do aim to treat others as I would like to be treated. So, but I hope that this helps, and I'll talk to you soon, hopefully.